Something extraordinary is stirring in the cosmic silence of this month. The ancients would have called it a sacred window, a time when the unseen world breathes a little closer to ours. Nostradamus once whispered of a season when numbers would speak louder than kings, and Baba Vanga foresaw a cycle when light and destiny would merge through signs that only the awakened would recognize. That moment, seekers, is now. The universe is not asleep. It is alive, pulsating with hidden rhythms and coded patterns, meant only for those who dare to listen beyond noise. If you have felt lately that life has been shifting in mysterious ways, strange synchronicities, repeating numbers, coincidences that feel too precise to be random, then understand this: you are being called. The planetary vibrations of October 2025 carry a magnetic charge unlike any other month this year. Jupiter aligns with the Sun's golden frequency, Venus hums in harmony with Mercury, and together they create a portal of abundance, a field of infinite possibility, open only to those who align intention with awareness. The cosmos is not testing you, it is inviting you. This month doesn't belong to the restless or the doubtful, it belongs to the ones who are ready to see. Because what unfolds now is not luck, it is divine mathematics. The universe speaks through patterns, and numbers are its sacred language. From the pulse of your heartbeat to the spiral of galaxies, everything dances to numeric rhythm, and within that rhythm lie 6 powerful numbers chosen by fate itself, each carrying its own vibration, message, and path to prosperity, peace, and spiritual awakening. Buddhist masters have long taught that numbers are living energies, frequencies of consciousness that echo through karma and intention. To those who understand their essence, they reveal the map of destiny. To those who ignore them, they appear as mere coincidences. But as the Buddha said, when the student is ready, the pattern reveals itself. So, if you are hearing these words, it means you are being guided. Your energy has aligned to receive what others may overlook. Imagine for a moment the stillness before dawn. The air trembles softly with unseen potential. That is what this month represents, the still point before transformation, the hush before creation begins anew. The 6 numbers we will uncover are not mere digits, they are doors. Each one opens to a deeper understanding of yourself, your path, and the abundant universe that mirrors your thoughts. So take a slow, sacred breath, feel the rhythm of your heartbeat, syncing with the pulse of the cosmos. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The wheel of karma has turned in your favor, and the numbers are ready to reveal their truth. As you listen, stay present, stay open, and remember this ancient truth: the universe is not outside of you. Look within, and you will find its reflection. Are you ready to listen to the language of destiny? Tell me in the comments, what signs have been whispering to you lately? Number 9. The sacred code of completion and renewal. There is a sacred rhythm in the cosmos, a divine pulse that governs all creation, beginnings, growth, decay, and rebirth. The number 9 embodies that final note before silence, the sacred breath between endings and new beginnings. It is the number that closes the circle so that a new one may form. It carries the vibration of completion, compassion, and divine purpose. In Buddhist philosophy, 9 represents transcendence, the step beyond illusion, the crossing from suffering into serenity. And as Baba Vanga once said, the soul that learns to release becomes lighter than the wind. October arrives carrying that exact energy, the whisper of release, the invitation to shed your old skin and rise anew. If you've been feeling the pull to end something, a draining connection, a self-limiting belief, or a cycle of struggle, the number 9 is your cosmic sign. It is the sacred teacher that arrives when your soul is ready to graduate from one karmic lesson to another. Nostradamus once hinted that the 9th phase shall mark the renewal of the seekers, and his words seem to echo now, as though time itself is urging you toward inner liberation. You are not losing anything, you are simply making space for what was destined to enter all along. In numerology, 9 carries the vibration of Mars, the planet of courage and transformation. But this is not the aggression of war, it is the bravery of surrender, to walk away from the familiar, to bless your past with gratitude, to release the weight of old emotions. That is true strength. Like fire purifying gold, the number 9 burns through illusions until only the truth of your soul remains. It is not destruction, but refinement, the kind that leaves you both emptied and renewed. Spiritually, 9 represents compassion born from wisdom. Those aligned with it are often old souls, healers, empaths, teachers, who have known both great love and great loss. They carry an invisible strength, a quiet power shaped by experience. The trials you've faced this year were never meant to break you. They were designed to awaken you. Through the lens of 9, even pain becomes sacred, because it carves you into someone capable of deeper love and greater understanding. This month, the universe may test your heart in subtle ways. A conversation might resurface old wounds. A memory might visit your dreams. A long-forgotten face may appear just to remind you how far you've come. Don't resist these moments. They are signals of completion. When you allow closure to flow naturally, you invite the universe to guide you into alignment with your higher destiny. The doors that close under the influence of 9 are not meant for regret. They are blessings in disguise, redirecting you toward peace. And in that stillness that follows, something miraculous happens, clarity. You will sense it in your breath, in your sleep, in the way your spirit starts to soften again. It is the quiet before rebirth, the sacred pause that prepares your path for abundance and serenity. As you release, repeat this silent truth to yourself: nothing that is truly mine will ever leave me. So, breathe deeply, dear soul. Feel the weight of your past dissolve in the light of your awakening. You have come full circle, and in doing so, you are being prepared for a higher beginning. Let go, gracefully, fearlessly, beautifully, because in the wisdom of the universe, every ending under 9 is only the start of something eternal. Ask yourself gently, what chapter of my life is seeking closure so my destiny can finally unfold? Number 11. The gateway of divine illumination. The number 11 stands as one of the most sacred master numbers in all of numerology, the bridge between the human and the divine. It is the vibration of intuition, higher purpose, and spiritual awakening. When the ancient seers meditated on 11, they saw 2 parallel pillars, one representing the material world and the other the spiritual realm. And between those 2 pillars lies the path of enlightenment. Nostradamus once wrote, "When the twin lights merge, the hidden truth will shine upon those who seek with a pure heart." October, under the gaze of 11, opens that very portal. This number doesn't merely bring insight, it brings awakening. When you see 11 repeatedly, in time, in dreams, in signs, it is the universe whispering to you, pay attention. It marks a sacred alignment moment when your soul is ready to receive divine messages and heightened awareness. Baba Vanga often said that when the veil between worlds thins, only the intuitive heart can see beyond illusion. The energy of 11 opens that inner vision, urging you to trust your instincts, your dreams, your subtle nudges, for they are the voice of something greater guiding you forward. Spiritually, 11 is the teacher of light. It asks not for logic, but for faith. It reminds you that wisdom is not found in certainty, but in surrender. You may find yourself questioning your path or feeling drawn toward a new spiritual practice, person, or purpose. Do not dismiss these callings, they are the first sparks of illumination. The presence of 11 often precedes breakthroughs, creative inspiration, intuitive downloads, or moments where you suddenly know something without reason. This is your higher consciousness speaking through the stillness of your mind. In the sacred geometry of the cosmos, 11 is the mirror. What you think, you attract. What you believe, you become. The universe mirrors your inner vibration with astonishing accuracy under this number. That is why this month calls you to elevate your thoughts, cleanse your emotions, and align your energy with gratitude. If you carry doubt, you'll meet confusion. But if you carry clarity and love, you'll meet miracles. As the Buddha said, with our thoughts, we make the world. 11 is your reminder that every thought is a brushstroke on the canvas of destiny. Those guided by 11 are not ordinary souls, they are light bearers. They walk through shadows, not to escape them, but to understand them. Their lives often hold extremes, deep pain and deep joy, because they are meant to awaken through contrast. If you have felt misunderstood, restless, or disconnected lately, 11 is your assurance that your spirit is recalibrating. You are not lost. You are being redirected toward your divine mission. When 11 walks beside you, coincidences cease to be random. Conversations, numbers, dreams, they start weaving together like a quiet symphony of meaning. You begin to sense patterns as though life itself is trying to speak. The truth is, it is. The universe is aligning itself with your vibration, waiting for you to recognize the light you already carry. So, pause in this moment and breathe. Look at your life, not with fear, but with faith. Everything that feels uncertain is simply preparing to align. The number 11 is the cosmic doorway. Once you step through it with awareness, your entire reality begins to glow from within. And now, dear seeker, ask yourself, if the universe is already whispering guidance to me through signs and intuition, am I truly listening? Number 3, the trident of creation, joy and divine expression. The number 3 dances with the rhythm of creation itself. It is the breath after thought, the form after intention, the laughter of the universe echoing through every living thing. In numerology, 3 is the number of expression, expansion, and manifestation. It represents the sacred triad, mind, body, and spirit, the 3 flames that give shape to reality. The ancients believed that when thought, emotion, and action are aligned, miracles unfold naturally. As Baba Vanga once said, the universe listens to the music your soul plays. Choose your song with care. In October's vibration, the number 3 is a cosmic reminder to speak your truth, share your gifts, and embrace the creative spark within you that has long been waiting to ignite. Too often, we silence our own light, hiding ideas, emotions, or talents behind fear of judgment. But 3 asks you to rise above that shadow. It whispers, your voice was given to awaken others. Nostradamus predicted that in times of silence, those who speak with pure intention would become the carriers of divine messages. You, dear soul, are among them. Spiritually, 3 vibrates with joy, not the fleeting kind born from pleasure, but the eternal joy that comes from alignment. When your words, thoughts, and actions move as one, peace flows effortlessly. Under the guidance of 3, expression becomes prayer. Every word you speak, every idea you create, becomes an offering to the universe. That is why the Buddha taught, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. The energy of 3 transforms imagination into tangible reality. It bridges the unseen and the seen. If you have been feeling creatively blocked or emotionally muted, 3 is your permission to breathe again, to laugh, to write, to paint, to speak, to live as if the entire cosmos were watching through your eyes. Because it is. Your story matters. Your emotions matter. You are not here to shrink into silence, but to add color to the collective consciousness. The energy of 3 asks you to turn your wounds into wisdom, your confusion into poetry, your hesitation into courage, Those who carry the vibration of 3 are natural healers of the heart. Through art, compassion, humor, or words, they bring light to others simply by being authentic. If your journey has been heavy lately, remember that joy itself is sacred medicine. Allow laughter to cleanse your soul. Allow gratitude to shift your vibration. In the eyes of the cosmos, every smile born of sincerity creates ripples that heal unseen worlds. October, illuminated by 3, brings moments of synchronicity, spontaneous meetings, intuitive ideas, sudden bursts of inspiration. These are not random, they are cosmic confirmations that your creative essence is awakening. When you feel that rush of excitement within, do not ignore it. Act on it. The universe rewards movement, not hesitation. So, take a breath and ask yourself softly, if I could express the truest version of my soul today, in words, in art, in kindness, what would it say? Number 17. The bridge between action and inner wisdom. There are numbers that shimmer with loud promise, and then there are those that speak softly, their message unfolding only to those who listen closely. 17 is one of those quiet teachers. It doesn't shout for your attention, but once it finds you, its message stays, echoing gently through every decision, every pause, and every awakening moment. In the ancient numerological teachings, the number 1 holds the energy of beginnings, of courage, initiative, and the first spark of creation. The 7, by contrast, is the number of introspection, divine wisdom, and unseen truths. When they unite as 17, they form a sacred bridge, a merging of doing and being, of moving forward while deeply listening within. In the prophecies of seers like Nostradamus and Baba Vanga, this vibration was often associated with souls who would transform through stillness, people who would learn to build their destiny, not by rushing but by aligning their steps with divine timing. Nostradamus called them the builders of invisible empires, while Baba Vanga described them as those who walk slow but arrive first. And in Buddhist understanding, such alignment is the true path of awakening. When intention and awareness move in harmony, the universe bends gently to meet you. When the number 17 begins to appear repeatedly in your life, on receipts, license plates, or glowing on your phone at 1717, it's not random, it's a cosmic whisper, a message urging you to pause and notice the divine choreography unfolding beneath the surface of your daily routine. Perhaps you've been pushing too hard, chasing clarity in the outer world, but 17 calls you inward, toward reflection, toward trust. It reminds you that every action grounded in stillness carries far more power than 100 steps taken in haste. Think about the times when you paused, even briefly, and in that stillness, an answer came, not from logic, but from something higher. That's the vibration of 17 at work. It teaches you that your timing doesn't need to match the world's rhythm. When you move in tune with divine timing, every opportunity flows to you with ease. There's no competition, no rush, only alignment. As the Buddha once said, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. The present is where your power waits patiently to be recognized. This number also serves as a mirror, reflecting your inner world back to you. If your life feels chaotic, 17 gently asks, where are you rushing? If you feel stagnant, it whispers, what truth are you avoiding? It's a teacher cloaked in simplicity. Its lessons are not about acquiring more, but about shedding what's unnecessary so that your path becomes clear again. In Buddhist numerology, 17 resonates with the middle way, the sacred balance between striving and surrender. It is a call to trust that progress and patience can exist together, that divine timing is never late, and that your current season, even if it feels quiet, is preparing you for profound movement ahead. Imagine a river. It doesn't strain to reach the ocean. It simply flows, trusting gravity and time. That's the energy of 17. It reminds you that when you release resistance, life begins to carry you exactly where you are meant to go. This is the art of effort without force, motion guided by meaning. Nostradamus once wrote, "The stars incline, they do not bind." And this truth echoes through the energy of 17. The stars may guide your course, but it is your awareness that steers the ship. So, as you continue through this month's journey, allow the essence of 17 to settle into your awareness. Let it teach you to listen when life slows down, to trust when things feel uncertain, and to act when your intuition says it's time. The path may not always be visible, but 17 assures you that every moment, even the still ones, has divine purpose. The universe is aligning behind you, quietly but powerfully. And in this moment, ask yourself softly, am I chasing what's next, or am I finally allowing what's meant for me to arrive? Number 9, the sacred ending that births renewal. There comes a time in every seeker's path when the universe asks, not for more effort, but for surrender. That is the vibration of number 9, the divine symbol of closure, completion, and rebirth. It's the moment in a great symphony when the music softens, not to end, but to prepare the listener for something greater. In numerology, 9 stands at the edge of endings, not as a final note, but as the threshold where one story dissolves and another quietly begins. Baba Vanga once said, "The soul does not end, it changes form." And this truth breathes through the number 9. It teaches us that to evolve is to let go with gratitude, not regret. When the energy of 9 enters your life, it arrives with deep compassion. It asks you to honor the things that are leaving, relationships, roles, or dreams that no longer serve your journey. Nostradamus often wrote of cycles ending before the dawn of transformation. His visions carried the wisdom that destruction and creation were not enemies, but twins of destiny. And in Buddhist philosophy, this is mirrored in the law of impermanence, the understanding that everything is in constant motion, forever dying and rebirthing, moment by moment. The number 9 becomes the gentle teacher of this truth, reminding you that what you release consciously becomes a sacred offering to your future self. Imagine you've been walking through a long forest path, carrying a heavy pack filled with stones, old memories, outdated fears, the weight of expectation. You've grown stronger from carrying it, but it has also slowed your steps. The moment you finally set that pack down, your breath deepens, your shoulders ease, and you feel lighter. That's the essence of 9, the liberation that comes not from holding on, but from releasing. Each ending, when met with awareness, opens the doorway to something beautifully unknown. Spiritually, 9 also carries the energy of universal compassion. It vibrates with empathy and forgiveness, not the shallow kind, but the deep recognition that all beings are travelers on their own winding paths. When you embody 9's frequency, you begin to understand others without judgment. You forgive not because they were right, but because your peace is worth more than your pain. This shift in energy transforms your entire vibration, and as Buddhist teachings remind us, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it. You are the one who gets burned. The number 9 asks you to drop that coal, to free yourself from what no longer brings life. As you move through this month, 9's presence signals a sacred opportunity for renewal. Maybe it's time to close a chapter, to finish a project, release an attachment, or finally say goodbye to a pattern that drains you. The cosmos supports such endings now, and in these quiet completions lies the seed of something extraordinary. Baba Vanga believed that the universe always rewards those who close cycles with gratitude, not resistance. That the energy you free by releasing the old becomes the very power that builds the new. So, when you begin seeing 9 on dates, clocks, or repeating signs, pause and honor what is finishing in your life. Whisper a silent thank you to the lessons that shaped you, even the painful ones. Remember, 9's gift is not about loss, it's about space. the space for joy, for peace, for beginnings unburdened by the past. The more you let go, the more room you make for grace to enter. And as this number's quiet wisdom settles into your awareness, take a moment and ask yourself, what am I finally ready to release so that my next chapter can begin with freedom, not fear? Number 44. The Master Builder's vibration of strength and faith. There are moments when the universe doesn't whisper. It stands beside you, firm and silent, reminding you of your own power. That is the essence of number 44, the Master Builder, the guardian of endurance, and the architect of divine stability. In the ancient scrolls of numerology, this number was said to appear when a soul had reached a turning point, when destiny required not just vision, but discipline. Baba Vanga once foresaw a time when humanity would learn to build empires, not with force, but with consciousness. And Nostradamus, in his cryptic verses, wrote of those who stand upon the quiet mountain, shaping their futures through unshakable faith. This, dear listener, is the energy of 44, grounded, immovable, yet deeply spiritual. When this number begins to echo through your life, on clocks, receipts, or moments that seem divinely timed, it is not coincidence. It is a sacred message from the cosmos, reminding you that strength is not in constant striving, but in stillness rooted in purpose. In Buddhist teachings, we are told, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The 44 vibration carries this wisdom forward, teaching that every foundation worth building must first begin within you. If your inner world is strong, no storm can shake your outer one. This number carries the double vibration of 4, the builder's energy magnified. It governs discipline, persistence, and patience. It's not about instant manifestation, it's about building something that lasts beyond seasons. Think of the mount, it doesn't rush to grow taller, yet it stands eternal, unshaken through storms and silence alike. 44 invites you to embody that mountain, to be steady, not hurried, faithful, not fearful. The universe may test your endurance now, not to break you but to prove how solid your foundation truly is. The presence of 44 also signals a divine partnership, a co-creation between your human effort and universal intelligence. You are not working alone. Every action grounded in clarity and devotion is supported by unseen hands. If you've been building a dream, a business, a family, a new way of being, this number comes as assurance. What you are building will stand, but only if you build it with awareness. The Buddha taught that mindfulness turns every act into prayer. The same is true for 44. Your daily consistency, your patient dedication, your silent faith, they are your offerings to the cosmos. In moments of doubt, when progress feels slow or invisible, remember that even the tallest temples began with a single stone laid in stillness. Your work, your energy, your vision, they all matter. The universe recognizes effort made with heart. As Baba Vanga once said, the ones who do not give up create their own miracles. This is the law of 44. Endurance as divinity, persistence as prayer. So when 44 appears before you again, take it as a sacred sign. You are not being delayed, you are being shaped. Every trial is strengthening your roots, every effort is chiseling the form of your destiny. The path of mastery is not about speed, but about steadiness. Keep showing up, keep building, keep believing. The cosmos is aligning behind you, stone by stone, breath by breath. And as this wisdom settles into your heart, pause and reflect. Am I chasing success, or am I building peace? Something that can stand unshaken when the world trembles. The divine closing, the hidden master number of awakening. And now, as this sacred journey of numbers draws to its quiet completion, a final vibration emerges, one that stands beyond luck, beyond destiny, beyond even understanding. This is the hidden master number, the unseen current behind all others, the energy that amplifies everything you've absorbed, through the 11, the 3, the 17, the 41, the 9, and the 44. It's the number of spiritual culmination, the silent echo of cosmic consciousness. Baba Vanga once spoke of a future where humanity would begin to hear the song of the universe, not with their ears, but with their hearts. And Nostradamus wrote of those who read the signs between signs, who understand that numbers are not math, but divine mirrors, reflecting the soul's journey. This final vibration belongs to them, to the awakened, to the mindful, to the ones who listen when the universe speaks softly. In this closing energy, the cosmos invites you to look not outward, but inward. Everything you seek, wealth, clarity, peace, was never hiding in the stars. It has always lived within your awareness. The numbers were never magic spells. They were reflections, reminders of your own hidden potential. The month may shift, the cycles may change, but the truth remains eternal. The moment you align your mind with your spirit, reality begins to align with you. In Buddhist wisdom, this is the essence of right view, to see not with the eyes, but with presence. The hidden master number symbolizes amplification through awareness. It tells you that now, every intention you plant carries multiplied energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your focus, they are no longer separate from creation itself. The universe listens when you think with heart, when you act with purpose, when you speak with faith. The energy around you is fertile, vibrating, alive, ready to mirror what you believe to be possible. It's as if the cosmos itself pauses, waiting for you to say, "I am ready," and when you do, doors open, not by effort, but by alignment. Baba Vanga's prophecy echoes here. The one who listens will rise without moving. She meant that those who learn to move with energy, rather than against it, will find success flowing to them effortlessly. Nostradamus hinted at the same truth when he wrote, "From silence, the world shall be renewed." Both seers pointed to this exact moment, a time when human awareness would merge with universal rhythm. And you, dear seeker, stand at that threshold now. So as we close this spiritual circle, remember the essence of this journey. Awareness is the foundation of all abundance. The numbers were not random, they were stepping stones, guiding you home to your own truth. Each one whispered a lesson: balance, creation, patience, simplicity, surrender, strength, all culminating in this final realization: you are the co-creator of your destiny. The cosmos is not separate from you, it breathes with you, it listens through you, it moves as you move. Now, take a slow breath. Feel it rise, feel it fall. This is alignment, the meeting point of heaven and earth, spirit and matter, thought and form. As this energy integrates, let a quiet affirmation settle in your soul: I am aligned with abundance. I am open to divine timing. I am walking my sacred path with awareness and peace. And before you leave, pause once more and ask yourself, if the universe is already supporting me, what am I still afraid to believe in?